Hello, everyone. The voice that you are hearing is that of Lily Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand. If this is your first time tuning in, I encourage you to visit theglamceo.com to check out the visibility opportunities we have for women entrepreneurs, which include speaking, which include interview opportunities, and attending the all white brunch during Essence Festival weekend on July 6th. As you know, this year we're introducing dynamic women who are winning in 2025. So, Miss Kandy, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about who you are.
Hello, everyone. My name is Candy Rose. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. My background is in accounting. I received my bachelor's at the University of Dallas and my bachelor's at Xavier University and my master's at the University of Dallas. I'm also an entrepreneur. I am a co-founder of Enhance Financial Services, where we offer tax preparation, insurance, notary, business consultation, anything under the umbrella of financial services. I am also an author of a journal entitled Surviving Life's Storm, a Journey of Faith, Resilience, and Triumph. In my new book, A Woman of Many Hats, Balancing Life's Roles with Grace and Success. Lastly, I am the proud mother of three kids. My oldest daughter, she attends Howard University, marketing major. My youngest daughter, her birthday is coming up. She's counting down. She's a new author as well. And then I have my son who is 5 years old. So it's such a pleasure to be here with you, Lily Mae.
Oh, wow. I did not know you had three children. First of all, you look like a college student. Okay, ma'am. I love it. And it sounds like they are all doing very well. But let's start with the business that you have called Enhance Financial Services. What inspired you, to start offering those type of services?
Okay. Well, of course, my background is accounting. Um, and business, tax preparation, that's all that I do. So I recently sold a tax business. So now I'm in a season of collaboration and partnership. So everything that I'm doing right now, collaboration and partnerships. I'm actually the co-founder of Enhance Financial Services, where we offer tax preparation, notary and things of those nature, things of that nature. And it is so needed in the community. We see a lot of small business owners. We service a lot of small business owners, and we see that they need help in starting their business, tracking their finances. So those are the things that kind of help us to gravitate to those certain services, so we can help those small businesses within their finances and elevate and grow their business.
Yes, that is very, very much needed because oftentimes the business owner just doesn't have the capacity to really, pay attention to their finances the way that they should because they're operating the business. So, is there any like particular piece of advice you would give a business owner as far as where to start with their finances if they kind of feel overwhelmed?
Yes, and I see it a lot of time. I see a lot of time day in and day out. Like I say, especially with a lot of small businesses, new businesses, because those are the ones that typically come to us. And a lot of those businesses operate their business like a hustle instead of operating their business like a professional business. And I have clients who even say this from out their own mouth. So when we're consulting with these clients, I'm asking them, okay, well, how are you keeping track of your revenue? What system are you using? How are you keeping track of your expenses? Do you have these documentation? He was like, to be honest, we just working like a hustle. So you want to make sure that your business, the foundational items are intact. Have that separate business bank account for that business. You do not want to commingle funds, personal and business. Have that separate business bank account so that you can easily track your everything. So when it's tax time come, it makes it more easier. We
Mhm.
have some individuals that need to make quarterly payments. So just having your foundational items intact. is really helps small businesses and businesses in general.
Yes, yes, that is a fantastic tip. And so, in addition to, offering those services, you also, as you mentioned, are a mom. So that means that you are balancing business and babies. And so, is that kind of the inspiration behind your new book, A Woman of Many Hats, is because you have to balance so many things?
Yes. Balance, balance, balance. Balance was so difficult for me at one time because we wear so many hats. We're mothers, we're wives, we're stepmoms, we're employees, we're businesses, and we're business owners. And there's only 24 hours in a day. And it just seems like you need more hours. So I'm a morning person. So I wake up really early to do things, get things out the way with. But that balance was really something that I struggled with. That was one of my weaknesses. But what I've learned is that you do not have to do it all by yourself. A woman of many hats, balancing life roles with grace and success. Yes, you can do it all, and sometimes we think that we have to do it all. However, delegate. Use your community. Okay, you don't have to do it all by yourself. Take some things off your plate so that you can focus on what truly matters. So, being a woman of many hats does not mean that you're perfect either. You're going to experience some trials, you're going to experience some tribulations. However, just keep going and keep pushing through. And by you pushing through your trial, that would really allows you to balance it so well because you struggle, but you didn't stop. You pushed through and you got to the other side. And lastly, take care of yourself. We oftentimes put family before us, the business before us, to the point where we are defeated, we're empty, and you can't pour from an empty glass. So you have to remember to take care of me, the me hat. So with the woman of many hats, remember to take care of the me hat.
Absolutely. That is so imperative. And I know oftentimes as women, we have the tendency to not reach out to our community for help and not, ask that friend to pick up the child from daycare or, really use the people that love us to help us. We try to like wear the cape and do it all. And that definitely leads to burnout. I don't have any children, but I really admire moms, who have children and also balance businesses because I feel like I am the children in my life. I feel like I am the three kids. So when I see like someone like yourself who's a mother and having like all of this success in business, I am really impressed and astounded because it seems like time is speeding up. And even me, I'm like, where did the day go? I wake up and before you know it, it's time to go to bed. So I think the advice that you shared is very, very important. Like when we talk about balance, to prioritize our own self-care, to use the community around us to support us and things of that nature. And one thing I feel like that really affects our balance is when a storm happens, when the unexpected happens. And I know you have a journal about surviving life storms. So tell me a little bit more about the journal.
Yes, so I wrote that journal in one of my toughest times, one of my roughest, toughest times. And that's why the title is so significant: Surviving Life Storms, a journey of faith, resilience, and triumph. We all are going to go come across storms. That's all a part of life. Storms are to arise in our lives, but it's how you go through them and push through them that makes all the difference. Now, I'm the type of person that normally experience storms, push through them, fight through them, and eventually get to the other side of it, hold and blessed, and just go on by my business as nothing never happened. And initially, I thought that was some type of super strength. However, God has been working on me. I'm really a private person, so I'm not one to talk about my business and things of that nature. But God had been working on me to share my story. As far as, especially if you're getting through storms, like that, and you coming out of those storms, God didn't bring you through those storms just for you to keep it to yourself. God brought you through those storms for one, so that He can get the glory, and for that two, there may be other individuals, women, that are going through the same thing, and they may need to hear your story for a little bit of motivation, a little bit of encouragement. So that's why I wrote Surviving Life's Storms, a journey of faith, resilience, and triumph. And one of my storms was overcoming a divorce. So I've been divorced for 3.5 years now. And I had to get over that. So I got over that whole and in a great place. And when I began to open up about my divorce, people would say, "Well, what? I didn't know you were going through that," especially in business. Like, I would go to the office, and my staff and everybody, they didn't know at all that I was going through a separation in a divorce. And once I finally told someone, she was like, "Oh my goodness, are you serious?" She said, "Ken, you come up in here smiling, you training us. I didn't know that you were going through anything." And so that happened. I got through the divorce, and after the divorce, I across another storm, a financial storm, and the same thing. I worked through that. I got through that, and then the question was asked, how are you making it, or how are you getting through? So I had to think about that, like, okay, well, how am I getting through this storm? Because it's not no walk in a park. These are serious things that I'm dealing with, but somehow I'm getting through. So how am I getting through these storms? And that's what birthed the journal. The journal is 7 principles of how you get through storms. During my, s- I'm a scriber by nature. I write everything down, from goals to plans, accomplishments, a daily to-do list. I just write everything down. During my storms, I daily journal. I journal my prayers, my thoughts, and everything. And journaling was a form of release for me during these storms. It allowed me to be relieved. It allowed the things in my mind to come out my mind, to have more clarity, to have more peace. So the journal gives you 7 principles of how to overcome any storm. So, for example, one, facing the storm. You have to confront it. You have to confront that storm head on. Don't shy away from it. Don't pretend like you're not in a storm. Okay, this is the season I'm in. I'm in a storm. I'm going to face. I'm going to get through it. Another thing is prayer. My prayer life really expanded during my storm, because God was the only person that was going to see me through these storms. So prayer was important, even fasting. Some things don't come unless you pray and fast. Not only that, having a good friend circle. Like I mentioned before, I'm really a private person. So that there probably were two individuals who knew about my divorce, and that really helped me. Like, every week on a Friday, we would go out to eat. And I just needed that to be there, talk about the divorce a little bit. But after that, just kind of hang out and laugh and have fun. And I look for that every week. So just small things like that, having that friend circle, those individuals who could pray with you, and guide you and help you in your most vulnerable state. So the journal is 7 principles of how you can overcome any storm. So it's not your average journal. We have those principles, we have some affirmations, and then we have some Bible scriptures, and then there is like a title or topic that you will journal about. So yes, I'm so excited about that journal.
That sounds amazing. I love journaling as well. When I was a kid, I would keep a diary, and I'm like you, I write everything down, to-do list, everything, all the things. And so I think journaling is very therapeutic. It really is. And so having a guided journal like what you have created, I think is definitely, even more of a plus, because it guides people through that process of whatever storm they might be facing. So I absolutely love that. What is next for you? Because you have so many great things going on. What is next, or what are you looking forward to for the rest of this year?
Well, one thing I am excited about is my Woman of Many Hats brunch. So once again, I am in a season of collaboration. I'm in a season of partnership, and I mean that in every aspect. So God laid it on my heart to host this brunch. And initially I thought I had to do the brunch by myself. So when I came up with the idea to do this brunch, I thought of one person in particular. Is this lady named Osha Sears. She's over a group called Make Her Ready. So I know she was a creative. I know she put on events before. So I called her. I told her about the brunch, trying to see if she can decorate and things of that nature. So we began to talk about the brunch and everything that it entails with the decoration, but the brunch overall, what does all that entail? And then she said, well, Candy, I'm not sure what season you're in or what are your plans, but it will be less on you if you collaborate. And she said the magic words. I was like, well, it's funny that you said that because I am in a season of collaboration and in partnership. And it's something how when I thought about this brunch, you were the first individual that came to mind. So she was all for collaborating, and so am I. So with her group and my group, we're putting this brunch on together. So the name of the brunch is Make Her Ready Ignites a Woman of Many Hats brunch, and it's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to be igniting everybody. Everybody's going to be on fire. You're going to be on fire personally. You're going to be on fire making connections within the brunch. We are going to be igniting women, and I'm just so excited about this brunch. So we're welcoming everybody from far and near to come to the brunch. The brunch is in September. However, we're going to start with the ticket sales and everything in the month of May, having everything live. So come on to this brunch in New Orleans. It's only one day. However, if you want to come, have a weekend getaway to New Orleans for the weekend. You know, in New Orleans, there's a lot of things to do, but we're so excited about this brunch. It's going to be wonderful.
That is fantastic. Is there a website or anything that people should know so they can kind of stay in the loop and find out when tickets are ready?
Yes, you can go to my website, www.dcandyrose, Candy with a K, Kandy, Rose, Rose, dcandyrose.com to get all the information about the brunch. I'm going to have a whole web page there about the brunch, ticket sales, sponsorships, vendors. All of the details is going to be on that website, dcandyrose.com.
Awesome, awesome. And can they also pick up your journal from there as well?
Yes, they can pick up my journal from there as well, right on their website. You can also go to Amazon. And I'm so excited when I first released the journal to Amazon, it was the top new release. So I'm so excited about that. But Surviving Life's Storm, A Journey of Faith, Resilience, and Triumph, you can purchase that on my website or on Amazon.
That sounds amazing. And it sounds like a great gift. So if you're tuned in, I encourage you to buy that journal. If not for yourself, buy it for a friend because you never know what silent battles and challenges that your friend have, even though they show up laughing and talking on the phone or even a coworker. Let God lay it on your heart to buy that journal and bless someone else with it because you just never know who's fighting silent battles and could use that to kind of navigate a storm. So I definitely encourage all of you to visit thecandyrose.com to stay connected with her. This won't be the last time you see her with the Glambitious platform either, because she's also a co-author in our Women's History Month anthology, and she's also going to be in our Essence Fest brunch, okay, on July 6th. So you're going to see her many, many times again. But I definitely want you to head over to her site today and get that journal for someone. Like, bless somebody with that journal because I just feel heavy in the spirit that that would be a great gift to a sister, a cousin, a coworker, or a friend. So before we wrap up, Candy, is there anything else you would want to share or want people to know about you?
Yes, I just want to say, guys, just follow me. Like Lily Mae said, you guys will see me again with the co-authorship of the book, as well as in Essence. So I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you guys, and just stay tuned. Follow me, go to my website, and I look forward to connecting with everyone.
Fantastic. So again, if you're catching this as a replay, comment replay. Put in the comments replay so that we know that you caught this replay. Make sure you visit her site, follow her on Instagram, the Kandy Rose as well. And again, if this is your first time tuning in to the Glambitious platform, you can subscribe to our platform at theglamceo.com. Again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Winning in 2025 podcast.